Ian Arnold, BringthenoiseUk.com, here with Boy George.
Hello.
How are you?
Bringing the noise.
Bringing the noise as well. How's your evening going?
Well, I've literally arrived and I've just been sat on this couch talking.
Yeah, sorry. At least we swapped you around.
Yeah, exactly. A bit of variety. No, so I mean, I haven't really been in the club yet, but I've played here a few times, so I know the layout and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, it's so far so good.
So,
you know?
are you looking forward to presenting tonight?
Yeah.
Any tips on who you think?
I know who's won.
Well, if you didn't know, who do you think would be winning?
Do you know what? I mean, I think when I was like 19 or 25, I used to think of I used to think about everything as a competition.
Yeah.
As I've got older, it doesn't really mean much to me. Awards, blah blah blah. I mean, with this thing, it's the audience that votes.
Yes.
So it's kind of an honest.
So it's going to be you.
No, I'm in there, but I'm not. I'm a new entry, but I mean, I've only been DJing again for 7 months. I've been off the map for a while, so I've done pretty good for 7 months. I'm quite pleased with my entry, as usual. But I think whoever wins. I'm not sort of,
Do you feel? Not just with the awards, but with everything else. Do you think does public perception matter to you, or are you just you and you don't give a shit as such?
I think it matters when you're doing your work. I think when you're in a club, it matters.
Yeah.
But then again, you can't please everybody. You can be in a club and having a wicked night and some arsehole will come and go, can you play something that I can dance to, or your shit or whatever, and you can't, you're not playing for that one person, and you don't know what people's agendas are, but you kind of develop a sort of thick skin, so you can imagine I get a lot more kind of crap in clubs because of who I am than most average DJs. Everybody's got a fucking opinion, but I've heard it all before.
Does that make you sometimes question your decision to become almost who you were?
No. So it makes me, reassures me that I did the right thing. I mean, I think, generally I have to say I don't have much to complain about. I mean? I think work-wise, I have great fun.
So in general, you love life, as it were.
Absolutely.
Well, it's a bit corny, but
but I think to be able to do what you love and make a living from it is such a rare and beautiful thing. It really is. Maybe I didn't always feel like that, but I definitely feel like that now.
So do you feel almost a sense of acceptance as you're now, you are who you are and people love you for who you are?
Well, I've always been who I am, and I've always found like kind of people on the street are really cool with me.
Yeah.
Not everyone, obviously. There's a few mad dogs that you bump into, but generally, there's like the sort of media idea of who I am, and then there's like people. Yeah. And I'm much more interested in people.
The real world.
The real world, because nobody's a soundbite, nobody's a headline, and I was reading this book recently. And in it, there's a line that says, the law has no room for subtlety. And I think that's the same with the media.
Yes.
Everything has to be black and white. Everything has to be exaggerated. And I'm always being asked ridiculous, did this really happen? I'm like, please, really, it's only the people that you're really close to, like, your friends and your family that don't ask you those things.
Which are the people that matter to you?
Yeah. I mean, everyone matters to me, though. Because I mean, what I do is, it's a weird thing, because obviously, whenever you do anything that relies on the approval of others, there are going to be times when you feel like, you're not getting your just respect or whatever. But generally, people are pretty cool with me.
So if you were to look at, the band previously, do you sometimes wish you were the person behind it? Almost had the same amount of success, but not the same amount of scrutiny.
Well, I mean, that's a choice, isn't it? I mean, I think
you made the right choice.
No. I think as I've got older, I've realised that less is more. Yeah. That that there are some things that are personal. Yeah. I didn't really know that when I was 25 or when I was 30, yeah. But now I'm much more conscious of that. And I think, well, why would I want to talk about that? It's none of your business. Yeah. Plus, it might be entertaining for you, but it doesn't help me. So that's how I look at it now. I think, you might ask me a question, which a lot of people do, and I think to myself, actually, there's no purpose in talking to you about it.
Yes.
If I want to do that, I'll go to a psychiatrist.
Yeah. So
qualified people.
Talking of age and birthdays, obviously you're at the Top 100 DJ Awards tonight, and it's your 50th next year.
It is, in June.
Who are you going to get to DJ at your party?
I don't know, probably.
Or will you DJ?
No, I won't DJ at my own party. No, that's just.
That's a bit shit.
Yeah, it's a bit shit. No, I'd get someone else to do it. And I know loads of great DJs.
Will you nab the winner tonight? You are mine.
I don't think I'd be able to afford him.
No? not even a bit of an endorsement saying, listen, I presented, you're playing in my party.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see what you can get.
I'll see what the vibe's like when I meet him. I don't think I've ever met him actually. So.
Very well. Well, you got to present him tonight.
Yeah. You know, so I'll meet him.
We know it's a man. Not that there's many women in the running. I've seen.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising, really, because there's lots of great girl DJs. You know.
Do you think they're overshadowed?
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a man's kind of genre, isn't it? A lot, but there are lots of. I mean, obviously, I travel around the world, so I'm always playing with lots of girls and lots of different people. I think the kind of I think the chart is really global, though. It's really global this year. I mean, more global than I think we remember it being. You know. So,
if you were to look at for yourself. What would you say is the highlight of being, you know, the persona yourself? What would you say has been the pinnacle where you've just sort of smiled widely and gone, I love this moment right
I'll tell you what, last night I met Kate Bush. And that was pretty big for me, because she comes from where I come from. She comes from Eltham.
Yeah.
She's the only other person, apart from Lee from Blue, that I know that comes from Eltham.
Come on, Lee from Blue, Kate Bush. There's no real comparison.
Lee from Blue's quite cute, but anyway, Kate Bush never goes anywhere, never meets anyone, you know, so the chances of me, I mean, listen, 30 years, you know, I've never met the woman, and I'm a huge fan, and I have massive respect for her. So she walked into I was at a party for someone's birthday last night, and she walked in and I was like, oh my God, I have to, and I don't do it, you know, I was like, even if I love someone, I'm like, I've got to meet her, you know. She was such a sweet woman. I mean, just like, you know, everything I expected her to be. So humble, so adorable, beautiful energy. I was like, yes, that was and that was really a good night for me. I was really so chuffed to meet her, you know.
Awesome. And you know, last question to round off. If you were to imagine what would make, or what does make a great DJ?
Well, the music, absolutely.
Just the music, or do you think there's a lot more to it?
It depends really on the person. I think it's such an individual thing.
Yeah.
But you know, some people are brilliant because they're technically brilliant. Some people are brilliant because they know how to work the crowd. Yeah. You know, but without the music, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. That is the essential
and
skill.
I think also, I think that, you know, nowadays, because there's no record shops anymore, you know, you used to be able to go into Freebeat or this one, that one, and they go, oh, George, I know, you know, I've got like 50 tunes for you to listen to. Now you have to work for those tunes. So you can't just rely on, you know, the few people that send you things. You have to go around and look for things. And actually, I think it gives it a bit more of a more interesting edge, you know. I think it kind of makes you work a bit more than you used to, because you have to, because otherwise you're just playing what everyone else is playing. Yeah, you got to do your research. Yeah, because anyone can go on Beatport, you know. It's like, but you know, a lot of things I find, like my favourite things are like bootlegs and mashups, and I'm always kind of on it. Like, who made this record? Can I have a copy? You know. But the music, I think, is sacrosanct. That's the most important thing. It's the be all and end all. Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, have fun presenting tonight. I will. And enjoy your birthday. We'll see you DJs. Yeah. Give me got another 8 months to go yet. Calm down.